If you've been contemplating about studying in Italy, this is your sign to give it a try. In this video, I'm going to give you 10 reasons to study in Italy.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.
Hello and welcome to another video about life in Italy. My name is Hilda Gloria. Thank you so much for tuning in. If today is your first time, please hit the red subscribe button down below so that you are notified every time I post a new video. If you are coming back, welcome back to the channel. Now here are 10 reasons why you need to study in Italy. Having studied in Italy and sharing my story on this channel has been proof that I didn't make the wrong choice. And if you have been wondering or if you've been checking where to go to further your studies, I think Italy is a brilliant destination because of the following. Number one, Italy has got very many excellent universities that have got proven success over the years. I went to Università Cattolica and it celebrated its 100th year in 2021, meaning that these universities have been around for a long time. And if they've been around for such a long time, that means that they're doing something right. And of course you can see the products. You get to see lots of people that have gone to the same universities, succeed and excel, and I think that is a reason good enough. Also, the universities in Italy issue a transcript which is internationally recognized. So it's not just the universities but also other technical schools as well, professional schools, let's say fashion schools. Once they give you a transcript or a certificate, it is recognized worldwide. So reason number one. Also, I must add that universities in Italy have got a high acceptance rate for international students. So that is a good reason. Instead of going to universities where they accept only 5 international students, why don't you come to Italy where people that are international from all over the world are accepted? Number two, majority of universities in Italy are, especially the public ones, are free for the nationals, or they get to pay a certain, a limited amount of money, a small amount of money. So you might also benefit because they do give scholarships, full scholarships or partial scholarships to international students. So I think choosing Italy might get you benefit, a scholarship, or it might get you win a study grant. Every single year, universities in Italy give out a certain amount of scholarships to different international students, and also the government or universities or different bodies or unions provide study grants for students who would like to further their education at different levels. It could be a certificate, it could be diplomas, degrees, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, PhDs or doctoral studies, or professional diplomas and professional certificates. There are lots of study aid that is available for you to tap into, to apply into. You just have to look carefully. Number three, why you should study in Italy is the post-graduation opportunities. Now, when I came to Italy and started to share my story as a student, and then transition from being a student to starting a business to getting a job and all of that, that interested lots of you, and most of you started to ask questions. Oh, so there is a possibility to work in Italy. Yes, there is a possibility to work not only in Italy but also in Europe once you have got the transcript, and also worldwide, because the transcripts given by Italian universities are accepted internationally. So once you come to Italy to study, you're not only going away with a diploma or a certificate or your degree. You could also find a job, you could find an internship, you could find an apprenticeship that is also giving you lots of skills and money at the same time. Reason number four why you should choose Italy as your study destination is, I think, my favorite. It's location. It is located in Europe, in the Schengen area or the European Union area, giving you an opportunity to tap into so many European opportunities. Studying in Italy might be your gateway into tapping into international opportunities that are available not only to this country but to Europe as a whole. Because once you get to Italy, it is easier for you to apply for a job to any other European country if you are here, because you can easily travel. It's only about an hour by flight to go to another country to do an interview. It's easier than when you're in Africa or in Asia or far away. Reason number 5 is reluctant immigration rules. Now, Italy, I think, is one of the few European countries that are still, allowing in a huge number of immigrants. That goes to say that they allow in so many students from all over the world, international students. And then once you get here, there's so many chances of you settling in Italy if you choose to, or settling elsewhere in Europe. They will give you the documents, as compared to other European countries that have got limitations. I know, for example, in Norway, somebody was telling me they only accept 100 international students, like each academic year. That is a very small number, while Italy accepts, let's say, 100 students per university, international students per university. That is like a more open immigration rule, or they're more welcoming to immigrants than any other European country at the moment. I know that things are getting tighter also in Europe, which makes it the right chance, the right opportunity for you to study in Italy in 2024, 2025, this academic year, before things get even worse. I remember when I just came to Italy to study, lots of people would come in and bring their spouses, bring their children and all of that, and then they would be given student grants to cater for their families as well. But right now, most of the universities are limiting that to just the students, so it doesn't extend to the families. I think things might get worse, so there's no need to wait. Come now, it is the right time. Number 6 is something that I really like, is the location. Now, Italy is such a beautiful, scenic country, which is great for vacation. So once you come to study, you get to study and vacation at the same time, something like hitting two birds with the same stone. So I think you get to benefit from the beautiful, you don't have to pay to come for vacation in Italy. You are already in Italy anyway, so during school holidays, go ahead and tour the beautiful places in the country. For example, the seaside, the mountains. There's just a lot to see. You could go to the Amalfi Coast, you could go to Positano, you could go to Portofino, the Cinque Terre, anywhere. It is such a wonderful location that gives you the chance to explore and see all these beautiful things and to experience a vacation while you study. Next is also related to the location. It is the fact that it gives you a chance to tour other European countries. Now, Italy being a Schengen country, once you have got their permit of stay or their visa, you can easily go to other Schengen countries without the need for a visa, and also at a very low cost. There's so many domestic flights, or European flights that cost about 20 euros, let's say, to fly to Paris, and it's about an hour and a half. A few euros to fly to Spain, a few euros to go to the Scandinavia. It's just super easy, and you can only do it, or it is easier to do, more doable while you are in Europe and studying. It is a good way. Also, as a student, you get a bit more time, more free time than when you start to work. So traveling while you are a student is such a good idea, and I think it can only be achieved once you live in Italy. Number 8 is that Italy and Italian schools and universities have got a wide range of study programs, both in English and Italian, so you get to choose to study either in English or in Italian. Some universities have others in other languages like French and German, so you get to choose. So what I really like is that they've got bachelor's degrees, they've got certificates, diplomas, they've got master's degrees, they've got PhDs. They have got professional schools like the schools of fashion, schools of design, schools of architecture, plumbing schools, tailoring schools. They have got lots of schools, construction schools. Somebody was telling me they're going to a construction school, and it was just like 6 months, and then they get the professional certificate. So they've got a wide range of professional schools that you can come to get skilled up, to upgrade your skills, to get a qualification, and also, who knows what comes next after you get your qualification. Number 9 is one of my favorite things. Had I discovered this, I probably would have chosen to do my bachelor's degree in Italy. The methodology, the method that they used to teach. While I did my master's degree, my professors were more practical. They relied more on the more practical bit than the theoretical bit, which I had got in my bachelor's degree. We basically just did. We didn't learn, or we didn't memorize for the most part. We mainly did, for example, we would be given case studies of, let's say, Gucci, and they would give us their balance sheet, they would give us their marketing strategy. They would name us, you are the president of marketing, you are the president of finance, so make sure that you sell this strategy to so and so. We need to get, let's say, 5 million euros in a space of 9 months. Then you get to work down and break it down and create a sales strategy, create a marketing strategy, do all these things. You know, the people that are learning to be HRs, they, you know, interview, they draft contracts. It was a really very practical master's degree, so I would advise you, which made it very easy for me when I went into the work field, because what I had studied is what I was doing. Basically, we had done, it's like we were at work in school, which I think is something that most universities worldwide are missing. Most of them teach you, let's say, theories, and you don't get to practice these things. You only get to practice them when you go to work, and they're like, oh yes, spreadsheets and all of that. And once you go to work, spreadsheets are really tough to use, guys. Excel is tough to use and all of that. But then they gave us the real life projects, like hands-on work and experience and skills, which I really appreciate of my university. The cost of living in Italy is lower compared to other European countries, so which makes it a good destination for students, because we all know students are always broke. We never have money. Students don't have money, like, most of the time. So studying in Italy is going to make your living costs a bit lower, a bit more affordable. You get a lot more from the universities because of the content that you're taught and what you get out of it, compared to what you would spend in another European country. So I believe Italy is the right destination because the cost of living is still lower compared to the rest of Europe. There is inflation, yes. Things have increased in prices. Let's say the cost of a metro ticket right now in Milan, public transportation, is 2 euros and 20 cents. If you went to Paris, it is about 4 euros. So it is still cheaper and still more affordable, which gives you the chance to, you know, enjoy it while it lasts. Who knows how long it's going to last. I have a bonus one. Number 11 is there are low chances of failure, low failure rates or no failure rates at all, because in Italy you've got 6 chances to pass an exam. I found this very intriguing. I found it very interesting when I came to Milan. Also, you get the chance to either accept or reject a vote or a mark. I was like, oh, do I get to choose? Because I was used to a system in Uganda where it was very strict, like really, really strict. The one in Cairo, very strict. You have about a chance or two to repeat an exam and, you know, try to pass. Otherwise, they would just give you any mark and you would go with it. There was nothing like, oh, I've gotten 90, but I need to get 95, so I'm not accepting 90, even though it's a pass mark. No. So in Italy, you can choose. If you're given a 99 and you think you should have gotten 100%, you can choose to say, no, I'm not taking 100%. I will repeat the paper, and then you get to upgrade the grades. Marks here really contribute a lot, especially if you are going into like entry-level employment. They do consider the marks because you have got to achieve the top most marks, because you have got 6 chances to pass the exam. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's no failing in Italy. There's no failing here. That is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the red subscribe button so that you don't miss my next video. My name is Hilda Gloria. I have got something cooking up. I have a free masterclass that's happening this Saturday on the 13th of January 2024, and I'm going to be teaching you lots of things. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. It is free. It is going to be online, so make sure you attend if you are looking to further your studies in Europe and in Italy in particular. I'm going to teach you how to write a captivating motivation letter, how to make the right application, choose the right study city, how to choose the study programs. I'm going to share with you a list of universities that are accepting applications at the moment in Italy. There's lots of good stuff that's going to happen there. I'm going to give you guidance on how to apply for a student visa so that you don't get it denied like I did in my first instance. It's going to be very beneficial. I just hope that I'll see you there. I'll leave the link down in the description box below. Bye.